Okay, welcome back to members of 121 Community Church in Grapevine, Texas, and our ongoing study in Hegel and his theological look at philosophy. And we're going to take a look at his entire Phenomenology of Spirit again. And this time we're going to finish up with the return of freedom. What does Hegel mean by the return of freedom? So we're going to look at our summary chart again and summarize this Phenomenology of Spirit, which is, for Hegel, all genuine philosophy is theology. So we'll keep that in mind as we go. Let's go to block 1. Okay, Hegel says we always begin with sense certainty. It's an immediate receptive grasp of what is as it is. It's apprehension without any comprehension, without any interpretation. Apprehension without comprehension or interpretation of any kind. So we begin with a sense certainty, but then sense certainty encounters its opposite, and we move on to block 2, and we look at the process of becoming through negation. For Hegel, that is Aufheben. We discover the genuine true through the process of becoming through negation. Remember Hegel's idea, capital I, idea. Hegel's idea was what? The speculative Good Friday. Negation of the negative revealed in the speculative Good Friday. So truth will evolve out of the process of becoming through negation. But before we get to the concepts, which are the eidos ideas, we first begin to build our conscience. We go to block 3 in the middle of the chart, and we enter into phronesis, which is the subjective forming of a spiritual mind set. We are always in the process of forming, modifying, and maturing our conscience. We're always constantly imprinting our conscience with what we regard as the true, and for believers, the true is a person of Christ. And so we imprint the mind with Christ, and we form a conscience, which is phronesis, forming a spiritual mind set. So with this formation of a conscience, we are ready to enter into the work of spiritual perception. We go up to block 4, and that's the doctrine of noesis. Hegel teaches the doctrine of noesis. Hegel teaches the doctrine of spiritual perception. Through the process of becoming, through negation, we work toward discovering the concepts, the eidos ideas of the kingdom. For Hegel, he simply calls this the level of concept, but the term in Greek for concept is eidos, idea. Now Hegel tells us that is half of the work of noesis, because noesis must next proceed to katanoesis, or katanoese, which is understanding, in block 5, because we discover that all these eidos ideas, all these concepts, are arranged in a organic whole, a worldview, a Weltanschauung, a worldview, an ontology. They are interrelated in a organic, interrelated whole. and that is called katanoese or katanoesis. We form an interrelated sign model using the eidos ideas that we have discovered. Now we are ready to move into the most important aspect of Hegel's philosophy, the realm of the self-positing spirit. We move to 6, and 6 is the realization of spiritual self-consciousness, and we have the 8 aspects of the realm of self-positing spirit. Opposition between subject and object is overcome through free rational consciousness, through reconciling unification with absolute spirit, all within an identity that links all things together. It's always a circular relation, going out from the divine and returning to the divine. We begin with an earlier absolute identity. Therefore, history unveils a hidden identity that seeks to reassert itself. We end up with a triune circular relation. We begin with an earlier absolute identity. Then we currently deal with the reassertion of a hidden identity trying to become manifest and realized. And then our goal is to participate in the recovery of this identity of unification, a restoration with absolute spirit. And those are the 8 aspects of the realm of self-positing spirit. So we're in the realm of positing, and this is for Hegel the positing of an internal externality. I mean, our sign model is obviously a subjective construction, but it's a subjective construction about an objective world. So it, in a way, can be described as an internal externality. It's a worldview that we hold right at the forefront of our mind. It's the filter through which we view the world, through which we participate in the world, in the realm of positing. And this is called, block 7, na thesai, to posit our sign model. Within the realm of positing, and the realm of positing for Hegel is the realm of spirit. The realm of the self-positing spirit is the realm of spirit. We participate in the realm of spirit. We live in the realm of spirit. That is where we posit our sign model. And it is where we participate with other self-conscious selves who are positing their sign model. So we have this interactivity, this exchange of truth in the form of sign models in the realm of spirit, which is the realm of positing. Now, Hegel says that when we're in this realm of positing, we're entering into desire and Aufheben. The desire, which is a drive for integrity, striving to realize essence in immediate externality, and we will encounter the process of becoming again through negation, the process of Aufheben, where we are now dealing with not individual suppositions, but now we're dealing with complete systems, and we still encounter the process of becoming, the process of Aufheben, coupled with our own desire for integrity, striving to realize essence in immediate externality. So as we continue again and again in this realm of positing, of dialogue with others, of exchanging sign models, of discussing the truth of our sign models, of working through the process of alphabet. Eventually, we will reach return moment. The content of thought is added to our medium of thought. We are going to return back to phronesis. Our way of experiencing modifies our phronesis mindset, and we reach the return moment, which is the return of freedom. Self-certainty is fulfilled. Dialectic comes to a close. We reach the state of infinity, becoming a subject without limitation, having been educated and elevated. The world is no longer seen as an other. We abide within the movement of Absolute Spirit, and for further help, you can go to the Cambridge Hegel by Taylor. Taylor really does accurately describe this return of freedom. So there are your aspects of the return moment as the return of freedom. And it takes us back to phronesis for a more mature spiritual mindset, a deeper tupos imprinting of our mind with the speculative Good Friday, a deeper tupos imprinting of our mind with Christ. And Hegel's great idea, the idea of the speculative Good Friday. But for Hegel, we're always striving for the return moment as the return of freedom, genuine freedom of living within the realm of Absolute Spirit, of being determined by and participating in the realm of Absolute Spirit. And we will try to form our own concrete representations of Absolute Spirit through our art, through religion, and through the work of philosophy, says Hegel. Through art, through religion, and through the work of philosophy itself, which for Hegel is also theology. But once we pass through the return of freedom, we go through the circle of phenomenology again. We go back to step one. We go back to sense certainty, but now with a deeper phronesis mindset. Then we go back to alphabet, but with a better understanding of how the process of becoming really works. And then we're back to the top there, noesis, katanoesis, and soon eidese. Then we return to that trilogy, that triunity of noesis, katanoesis, and soon eidese. Spiritual perception, spiritual understanding, and spiritual self-consciousness. Those top three blocks, that's the triune process of self-consciousness for Hegel. But noesis will start forming subsystems. It'll form major categories and minor concepts. Our sign model becomes much more intricate and mature. And understanding has a very detailed structure the second time through. Then we reach the realm of self-positing spirit again, where we have a deeper spiritual self-consciousness. And we get involved again in that realm of positing. We live in the realm of spirit. We participate at a deeper level in the realm of becoming through negation. And we will return again through the return of freedom. Self-certainty becomes fulfilled. Dialectic comes to a close. We reach the state of infinity. We reach becoming a subject without limitation. We have been educated and elevated, resurrected, raised up, egeiro in Greek. The world is no longer seen as an other. We abide, and we know that we abide, in the realm of absolute spirit, that is a self-positing absolute spirit. We live in a realm of absolute spirit, and we always struggle for recognition of our particular take on the true as we engage in dialogue with others and participate in maturing in our construction of our worldview sign model. And we realize that the realm of spirit is a realm of self-positing spirit. It will reach fulfillment. Fulfillment doesn't rely on us. The spirit, the absolute spirit, will reach fulfillment because it is a realm of self-positing spirit. But the key in this particular take this time is to really concentrate on that return moment as the return of freedom. Hegel's all about reaching the return of freedom. That's going to wrap up this take on the phenomenology of spirit in 8 steps, but ultimately with reaching what Hegel calls the return of freedom.